So I want to talk a little bit about the Demise and Rise documentary because it just turned 10
Sure.
years old. It was crazy. So you've been sober for 11 years now,
Correct.
right? Well, first, congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
It's incredible. So we saw that Knoxville and a bunch of other people came to your apartment and just pushed you into rehab, basically.
Well, right. It was entirely organized by Knoxville. He showed up with, I believe, 7 extra people. And it was not the type of intervention where they ask you if you're willing to accept help. They showed up to simply inform me that I was going to get help. And, by enacting California's 5150 law, they were able to commit me to a psychiatric ward involuntarily. And they were willing to beat me up, overpower me, and force me there. But I've never been a fighter, so they were able to just get me in the car. When I got to the hospital, I was spitting on people. I was just generally so unlovely that they changed my status to 5250, which is a 2-week hold. So they had me for 2 weeks. And it took about 7 days for, certain things to happen. Some people came in and talked about recovery, and I read some stuff. And I just, it was time. My life was a disaster. And I decided about 7 days in that not only wanted to go into treatment, but that I didn't want to waste my time in treatment. That if I was going to make the commitment to get sober, I wanted to give myself every advantage and really do the things that people do to stay sober. And thankfully, I've been committed to that ever since. I've had plenty of periods of discomfort. Sure. You just got to stay plugged in and do the deal.
Gotcha.
That's what very few people stay sober for long term. It's actually 5% of alcoholics, and the other 95%, they say, die drunk of causes related directly to alcoholism or respectively drug abuse. It's but those 5% stay together and keep each other safe, like in the wildlife, the pack. Predators don't generally mess with the pack. They want the one that wanders off, that's weak, that's injured. Yeah. So by staying in the pack, you kind of, and that's really what sober people do, is they mob up.
What maybe you do to help you maintain a positive state of mind?
Well, the thing about recovery, without getting too specific, is that it's really not a self-help dynamic. What it is a dynamic of helping others. Disease of alcoholism and addiction is about selfishness and self-centeredness. And so, the treatment of it, it's helping others. Yeah. And so, that's what we do. We yearn to find people to help, find their way in sobriety. So anybody who's struggling, us sober people love it when you reach out for help. Yeah. Join the pack. Find someone who's already sober and let us show you the way. Get mob up with us and come down our path, and that's how it works.